So as we consider the root of the man and the fruit of his vision, it was through his unwavering service, his insightful sharing of his dream, and his ultimate sacrifice, which caused his abrupt departure, that Dr. King gave us not only a legacy to inspire, he also gave us a lesson to guide. The lesson is this, and it's simple. The key to fulfilling the dream that promises a bountiful national harvest, a harvest of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, a harvest of a quality education for all our children, whether in public or private schools, a harvest of limited government and strong families, a harvest of an economically thriving nation who doesn't wait for her kids and grandkids to pick up the tab for a generation's ferocious appetite for bigger government, and a nation where even the least of these may have a chance to experience prosperity that can only be derived from the satisfaction of personal responsibility and hard work. In order to produce such a harvest, we must follow King's lead by protecting the root of the dream and the soil in which it is planted, which is the soil of freedom and justice, not for some, but for everyone. For friends, you see, if the root of the dream dries below, the branches will surely wither above, and the harvest will most certainly be ruined. But if we protect both the root of the dream and the original soil of human dignity from which it draws its strength, if we protect them from contaminants of government dependence, class warfare, socialism, and any other pollutant that would muzzle the ring of freedom and stifle the ripe harvest of justice in our nation, if we with resolve do that, then and only then we will fulfill not only the dream of a great man, also the dream of a great nation.